Hello Sagittarius, thank you for joining me. If you're a returning subscriber, well, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming. This is a general reading. So the first influence will be 8th house. This is coming out a lot this month. It's coming out in just about every single reading, no matter how many times I shuffle. So clearly the 8th house is of huge importance at this time for a lot of people across the board. So 8th house, endings and beginnings. It is very much that. That is the 8th house. It's also the house of big finance, financial stuff. This is not necessarily income. This is what you do with the money and who you pay it to. So it's it's like taxes, income that is generated from investments, inheritances, legacies, things like that. But it's also accounting and banking and yeah, as I said, it could be sort of insurances or investments or something of that nature, but often tax comes up with this as well. It's also the deeper committed relationship or partnership between lovers, you know, in a serious commitment, but it can also be a business partnership. Handling other people's money comes under this house. And also it can be about sexuality as well. Yeah, so it's got a myriad of interests. It can also be about psychic awareness as well. But I feel for you in this particular instance, it's very much about some kind of abundance, probably financial coming to you, but it may involve the ending of something and the beginning of something else. So this may just be a natural ending of something and then something new coming in. It could be a change of partnership. It could also be that there's a resurrection or a regeneration, because that is also covered by this card. So maybe something has dwindled or been through a tough time, and now it gets it almost goes you know, into some sort of regenerative phase, and from that comes the prosperity that could be applying for you. But it is also to do with life purpose, whatever it is that's coming up for you in your 8th house. So whether it's a personal or a relationship or a financial issue. North Node, life's purpose. This card covers literally doors opening for you. So this is good karma, positive karma coming for you. Something that that you've kind of worked on in the past, could even be past lives. And now you're starting to reap the benefits from that. But literally, it's doors opening. It's the yes card. It's your future calling you with this. And it's literally you moving forward into areas which you could perhaps only dream of. I mean, the opportunities are that good with this card. But it really is about getting on purpose in whatever way is, you know, for you. It could be through a relationship as well. But you may be, but it literally will be, it could very well be swift, dramatic changes coming with this card. So something big going down, something big shifting or changing, and that's going to bring you into a position where you just suddenly find yourself in the right place, the right time. You get moved into just the right position to harness whatever it is that's coming for you. It's a very special card. It's a destiny card. It's a fate card, but it's all about good karma. And as I said, that's falling under the 8th house. The goddess guidance for this is Abundance, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So whatever this shift is that's going to occur, whatever change of direction you're going to go in, or whatever door you're opening, or whatever relationship or partnership you're going to be undertaking, there's abundance there for you. It's prosperity. She's got all these coins here. So it seems to me that it's really going to be of financial benefit to you, whatever it is, whether it's a new path or a new doorway that's opening for you, or some kind of opportunity is literally going to land in your lap. But it may involve transformation of some kind. So leaving behind certain things to move forward, or a change in the players involved, or some kind of shift from a financial point of view. But it really is going to be, you know, very, very good for you going forward. Then here in the 5th house, another card that keeps coming up repeatedly. 5th house is the house of children, your children or somebody else's. Also, it's the house of creativity, which is your brand, your method of expression, how you project yourself out there, how you tackle creative projects, how you are in every aspect of your life. We use creativity for everything. Not all of us are artistic, but we use creativity in everything we say, do, and undertake. And it's your personal flair, your brand, your originality and your individuality comes in with this card. It's also about recreational activities, things that you want to do, things that are good for you, things that are pleasurable and enjoyable and could even be outdoors. They could even be sporty. So there's some activity which, I feel is going to be important for you here as well. It is also the house of love affairs. So a love affair could be coming in for you. It's also the house of risk taking, and that can be gambling and stock market or stock exchange and so on. So this is the house of influence in this middle column. And underneath you've got Aries I Am, which is an action card. It's a no-nonsense card, no game playing, cards on the table, let's get it done. That is the Aries card. It's also the card of inspiration and ideas, new growth. So it could be that you have a new project coming in for you, or a new idea, or it could be to do with your children. Perhaps they're starting to launch something. But it is an action card, but it's measured action. To take to do it in a measured way, not to rush around impulsively or rush around and create more trouble than you had to begin with. This must be tackled in a disciplined way to get the most out of it. But it is also that you may have to defend or compete, or you may be facing a challenge of some kind with this card, because this is Aries is ruled by Mars. That's the warrior planet. So there is that energy behind it, but it is very much an action card. But it's no nonsense. There's no game playing, cards on the table, straight to the point. That is what the Aries energy will be. So it could be that you have that bubbling under. Perhaps you need to want to undertake an activity or some kind of project that you want to work on. And this card is saying, is getting you ready for that. It's giving you the energy for that. However, at the top, you have Aphrodite, inner goddess. So this is about using your feminine side in this case. So it's saying that in this particular instance, that the harnessing of your inner femininity, your inner goddess, is going to be very important. So whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. We all have the masculine and the feminine side to us. This is about listening to your feminine side. So awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So this could very much be to do with an activity which you would like to start or undertake. And it's going to be very good for you to do this, but it's also about self-care. This is about giving to yourself. So this is something that you need to do for yourself. It's a nurturing card. It's a self-belief card. But it's very much about self-care. It could also be that you have an activity which you want to do, and that this could bring in an accident or some kind of rushing, and then there's some kind of mishap or an injury or an accident. So just be careful with that. Take your time, look after your body, make sure you nurture it correctly, you feed it correctly, and you look after your body in order for you to be able to undertake this activity, whatever that may be. It could also be, as I said, to do with your children. Maybe there's something that they need to be doing, and you need to guide them in that. But this is about self-love, and this is about putting yourself first, loving yourself so that you can project that outwards in all that you do. And even if it's a creative project, you may be rearing to go on this, but this is saying take some time to nurture yourself, nurture your ideas, and to allow the energy to recreate. I feel that being receptive is very, very important with this card, because being receptive is also in here. So it's coming up twice for you. So this is about being open and receptive to what is going on in the universe and in your life. Being open to receiving, whether it's ideas or guidance or sort of the energy to undertake an activity of some kind. But it really is about being receptive. It's mentioned twice. It's to do with financials, but it's also to do with self-care. So you need to be open to that, and you need to harness that intuitive, feminine, receptive side of yourself to make the most of the energies here. The third and final influence, 11th house, friends. This can also be groups, social activities, so group activities of all kinds, associations, societies, clubs, anything where you're in a group setting. But it is also very much about your friendships. It's about your personal hopes and dreams and your wishes and your visions for the future. There's a sort of a global and social reform element to this global consciousness, but it's also about currents. Seeing currents in society, seeing currents in and trends in society. But I do feel that because of the way the cards are falling here, you have underneath it solar eclipse revolution, and then at the top you have Vesta, home. So she's saying your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So this is the house of friendships. So it could be that you have somebody coming to visit you or stay with you, or you are going to stay with somebody else, possibly a friend or an associate or something like that. And this person is going to have most massive influence on your life, or the shift and change that you're going through is going to push you into a different friendship set or a different group set. And this is going to bring about massive changes for you. So it's something to do with that, a shift either in where you're staying currently or where you're living, or somebody in your home, perhaps a visitor, a friend, somebody's coming to stay with you or to visit you, and they're going to shift perspectives for you, or you're going to be able to see things from a very different point of view. Solar eclipse revolution really is revolutionary. That's exactly what it is. It's a complete turnaround, whether this is an attitude or your circumstances. But literally it's a complete turnaround, a complete rearrangement of everything in your world. But as I said, it could be self-mastery. It could be you gaining wisdom, perception, attitudes. It's a complete shift in that direction. And now all of a sudden you're seeing things that you didn't see before. Or it's a physical change. But quite often it's about relationships, about homes and relationships. So this is a big change. There's something coming. It's going to be swift. It's going to be very quick. And it's literally going to turn things around for you. So as I said, it could be this person coming in, or you going to stay somewhere and you're going to see something which is really going to change your world around. This could be very important to bring, new energy in, and be receptive to new ideas, be receptive to change, which is what this card is about. At the top we have, this is the bottom of the deck for the astrology deck, void of course, moon missing. This is about planning and dreaming, and having a pause between action. This may occur at some point during the month for possibly about a week or maybe just a few days, but this is a contemplative energy, not to take big bold moves or actions during this period, because the moon is obscured, it goes quiet, you're in a shadow phase, and things will not turn out as you anticipate, or what you won't get good results. So there may be a period during the month where you just need to go quiet, and rest, dream, sleep, self-care, take your time, and think and plan things. But self-care is going to be very important, and be receptive to what is going on. That is what this card is saying. And there may be just don't take action if you feel that you're in this period. Rather wait until it has passed, because then you will have a clear idea of what you need to do. At the bottom of the goddess deck was Erikura, blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. This is again about self-care, keeps coming up. Self-care, and taking your time and allowing yourself to grow and to mature and to find your feet. There may be, as I said, shifts and changes going on, but it really is about growth. You may need to spend more time outdoors, work with flower essences, or spend time around flowers. That comes in there as well. But it really is, it is saying to you that you are blossoming, you are going through a growth phase, and that you're to be patient with yourself during this situation. Okay, Sagittarius, hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Take care, and I will see you next time.